Okay, here we are making, this is clue 2, and I want you to take your 9 7/8 inch squares, the red and the cream, and make a half square triangles out of them. Now, of course, mine aren't 9 7/8 right here. I've got a smaller square just to show you for demonstration. But what I want you to do is to first draw a diagonal on that cream square, take the red square, line it up, right sides together, get that all nice and even. I'm not a pinner. I think I can hold it together without pinning it, but if you want to pin it, go ahead. And what we want to do is sew on 1/4 of an inch on each side of that diagonal. These are going to be large squares to work with, so you'll probably just want to do one at a time. But you only need 4 of them. Actually, you only need to do this twice, because it'll make 4. So I'm going to cut that. And open it up and press it dark sides and clip your little tails. And then measure this out and make sure that it measures 9 1/2. If it doesn't, you may want to trim it. So you want to, here we are at clue 2 again, and I want you to take from your baggie your little strips, your cream strips and your red strips. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sew a cream to a red. And here again, I like to make sure it's a scant 1/4 inch so that it's a good size when I get done. I'm going to just sew that down. You can chain, after I show you this first one, you can chain piece. But I just want to go ahead. And we're going to go cream to red. Might be easier if you chain piece. You'll get it done faster. But cream to piece. Now, I know that some instructions, when you're doing stuff like this, it'll tell you to stitch one way one time and then turn it over. You know, stitch the opposite direction the next time. And I didn't tell you to do that, so we'll do that now. So I've got cream, red, cream. Now we're going to go red again. This is a really difficult square rectangle. It gets a little harder. So I'm letting you off easy. I'm letting you do the easy stuff first. And we're going to put one more cream to it. So this way we want to turn it this direction to go the opposite direction. I guess that makes a difference. You know, sometimes I lose track. I don't think it's going to hurt if you sew the same seam the same direction. Whoops, we're getting off a little bit. But you want to try to maybe alternate them as much as you can. Okay, now I want you to press the red to the dark. Press the darks together. Okay, here I have it pressed, and as you can see, I pressed the everything to the darks. And after you get it finished, it should measure 5 1/2 by 10 1/2. And I want you to take that and cut it down to a 9 1/2 inch length. This is very important. When you're sewing rows like this or strips like this, you can get really off fast. The first one I just showed you that I was stitching actually only turned out to be 5 1/4 inches after I pressed it. So I had to go back and do another one and butt my needle positioner over another position over on the right. And this one came out much better. It's closer to 5 1/2. But it does, I don't know, I think it's just because there's 5 seams in here that if you don't have that 1/4 inch accurate, that it will suck it in. So just try to do really, really scant 4 1/2. And then when you press it, make sure you really get those seams you know, coming out so that it works out to be 5.5 inches. Because this is important. You need to have that 5.5 inches wide by 9.5 inches. So you'll need 20 of these, and I will see you in clue 3.